Shalom. All praises to Yahweh by Shema Mashiach Yahweh Shah. This is Teller Nicholas with the Noble House of St. Nicholas, Vincent Saints of Israel, and House of Jacob. Today, I want to get into the Hebrew Israelite Bryant family, all right? All the Negroes with the surname Bryant from the Americas, Caribbean islands, and Europe. And all those scattered abroad with the surname Bryant. Before you guys were slaves here in the Americas and Caribbean islands, you guys was royalty in Europe. You guys was royalty in Ireland, France, in England, all right? I gotta remind y'all, in the Dark Ages, we ruled from 500 AD to 1500 AD. That was prophecy fulfilled in Revelations 20 and 6. And then we went into captivity from 15 AD to the late 1600s, all right? But before I get into any more, I want to go into some scripture. I want to go to Sirach 40 and 18, and it read, "To labor and to be content with that a man hath is a sweet life, but he that find a treasure is above them both," all right? And we found the treasure. The treasure lied in our name, and it's coming out, all right? So now I'm going to go into the Hebrew Israelite Bryant family before y'all was slaves in the Americas and Caribbean islands, all right? And this is y'all history in Europe, all right? In England, France, and Ireland, all right? The surname Bryant was first found in Essex, where the Doomsday Book of 1086 recorded the Latin form of the name Radulfus Filius Brian at that time. Now, the Doomsday Book was a book created by William the Conqueror, all right? The same source also notes Brian Dust, Descale in Cambridgeshire. The variant Brian was recorded in 1088 in Bury Street, Edmund, Suffolk. The Chronicles of the Mayor and Sheriffs of London, 1188 to 1274, list Colin Bryant, London, 1269. All right, and to remind y'all, in 1188, 1274, 1269, the Caucasians that stole the surname Bryant was in the outskirts of Europe as wild men, all right, and as our servants. And you could go into that history by looking into wild men and Moors, and it'll briefly touch up on that, all right? Now, the name is a Briton name introduced into England by the Normans in the north. It is all Bryant, brought by Norsemen from Ireland, where the name was common to Cumberland and across the Pennines into Yorkshire, all right? By the time of the Hundreds Durham Rolls of 1273, the family was scattered. And you see that they refer to y'all as the family, all right? Because y'all are one family, Bryant family. Remember that, all right? The family was scattered throughout ancient Britain. Wildew Bryan, Devon, Alice Bryan, Cambridgeshire, Alice Bryant, Cambridgeshire, Thomas Phileas Bryan, Yorkshire, Alan Phileas Bryan, Yorkshire, and Brian D. Brampton, Gloucestershire. All right. Now, these names ain't just names. These are names of your forefathers that have been paused in time. Our history was not erased. Our history was whitewashed. It was stolen, then whitewash, all right? Now, it was about time that you guys, the Bryant family, remember that y'all one family. Link up. Y'all got family in the Americas, Caribbean islands, Europe. It's about time that y'all remember who y'all are and link up and come back to the Mashiach Yahweh Shah, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, and get your blessings. Keep the commandments. Get your blessings, because we living at the end times and you want to be accounted for righteous acts, all right? This is Teller Nicholas with the Noble House of St. Nicholas, Vincent Saints of Israel, and House of Jacob. I hope the Bryant family was edified. Shalom.